Hey, I'm Liam, and this is TrendTalk Media, where we break down the biggest stories trending right now.
And I'm Sophie, and Liam, my social media feed has just completely exploded. It really feels like every single tech company decided to announce a new phone all on the same day.
It's been a really wild week. I mean, we've got new phones you can actually buy, some crazy rumors about phones that fold like a map, and a huge software update that might change the phone you already have.
Okay, my brain already hurts. Let's try and make some sense of all this.
All right, let's just dive in with a simple question. We all know what our phones look like now, but what if your next one unfolds and then unfolds again?
Wait, you mean like a tourist map? That sounds so awkward, and I can only imagine dropping that. It would just break in 3 different places at once.
Well, it might just be the future. But before we get to the map phones, let's talk about a new device you can actually buy today. Well, sort of.
So first up is the brand new flagship from OnePlus, the OnePlus 15. It just launched globally only a couple of weeks after it came out in China, which, is a super fast turnaround for them.
Okay, OnePlus. They're the brand that always gets so much hype from the tech fans, right? Is this new one actually living up to it?
Well, that's kind of what everyone is talking about. The biggest change is the design, and specifically the camera. For years, OnePlus had that big, circular camera right in the middle. It was their signature look.
Okay, but this new one, that's just an iPhone camera, isn't it? They basically just moved it to the corner and made it a square.
You totally nailed it. They completely ditched their unique design for something that looks a lot more familiar. And let's just say, a lot of their fans are not happy about it. It's this huge debate online about whether they're playing it safe or just giving up their whole identity.
And on the inside, it's an absolute powerhouse. It has the latest Snapdragon chip, a triple 50-megapixel camera system, and it's packed with new AI software features. They even gave it flat edges, again, like the newer iPhones, but with this unique ceramic-like material.
So they made a really powerful phone that looks and feels like an iPhone. I am definitely sensing a theme here.
Right, so it's available in Canada, Europe, and Asia, but there's a pretty big catch. The US launch has been postponed indefinitely.
Wait, what? They launched it globally but just skipped the entire United States? Why would they even do that?
And this is the part that has everyone so confused. The official reason they gave is the US government shutdown.
Hold on. What? How does a government shutdown stop a private company from selling a phone? That makes absolutely no sense to me.
Well, the theory is that new electronic devices have to be certified by government agencies, like the FCC. So if those offices are closed, the paperwork can't get processed and the phone can't legally be sold. But whatever the holdup is, the bottom line for US customers is, you just have to wait.
So while OnePlus fans in the US are stuck waiting, let's look even further ahead, because the rumors about what's coming next are where things get really, really wild, starting with Samsung.
Okay, I'm ready for the weird stuff. Let's do it.
Okay, so the big rumor is about a device called the Galaxy Z TriFold. And when you fully unfold the inner screen, it's rumored to be a massive 10 inches.
10 inches? That is not a phone, that's an iPad mini. Are you telling me that whole thing is gonna fold up and somehow fit in my pocket?
That's the wild idea. A phone that becomes a full-on tablet.
And they are not skimping on the specs either. Leaks are suggesting it will have a 200-megapixel primary camera, which is the same one that's in Samsung's most expensive non-folding phones.
Okay, that's actually impressive. Usually the cameras on folding phones are kind of a step down, just because they have to fit everything into a much thinner design.
And get this, the outer display is rumored to hit 2600 nits of peak brightness. To put that in simple terms, that's just ridiculously bright. It means you could be in direct, harsh sunlight and still see the screen perfectly.
I'm still stuck on the fact that it's a phone that unfolds into a tablet. My brain is just having a hard time picturing how that even works without being as thick as a brick.
And while Samsung is dreaming up these trifolds, they're also refining their normal phones. Leaks for the next traditional Galaxy phone, the S26, suggest a major focus on ergonomics.
Okay, what does that actually mean in normal people language?
It just means making it more comfortable to hold. This quote here suggests they're going back to more rounded corners, so after years of phones with these sharp, flat edges, the trend might be shifting back to designs that actually feel good in your hand.
And it's not just Samsung pushing the limits. Rumors suggest Motorola is gearing up to release a new high-end phone, the Edge 70 Ultra. It's expected to have that same top-tier Snapdragon chip and a huge amount of RAM.
So basically, everyone is trying to build the most powerful phone possible. Good. More competition is always better for our wallets.
But here's the thing, innovation isn't just about futuristic hardware. Some of the coolest new features are coming to the phone you might already have, all through software. And Google just released a massive update for its Pixel phones.
Okay, now this is the part I really care about. New features for my phone that don't cost me a single dime. Yes, please.
So the coolest new feature is called Remix in Google Messages. It uses AI that runs directly on your phone. You can share a photo in a group chat, and then anyone in that chat can use AI tools to edit it.
Wait, that sounds so fun. So I could send a picture of my dog and my friend could add a little superhero cape with AI and then I could add like a city background?
Exactly. And you do it all right there in the message thread, just passing the remixed image back and forth. It's a really creative and collaborative idea. And that wasn't all. They also added a theme pack based on the musical Wicked, new scam detection alerts for messages, more personalized AI editing suggestions in Google Photos, and even a new power-saving mode for Google Maps. Just a ton of small, useful updates.
You know, that scam alert thing is actually really smart. I feel like everyone's parents could use that.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. A new phone that looks surprisingly familiar, a rumored phone that folds into a tablet, and a bunch of new AI tricks for phones that are already out there. So, Sophie, let's bring it all together. What does this actually mean for the average person?
Exactly. Why should anyone care about all this? To me, it really feels like the phone world is splitting into two completely different directions.
That's a perfect way to put it. On one path, you've got companies pouring money into this wild experimental hardware, like tri-folding screens. The promise there is that your phone could literally become a tablet.
And then on the other path, you have smarter software. Companies are using AI to give the phone you already own brand new tricks, like that Remix feature. So your choice is, do you spend big money on a totally new kind of phone, or do you just enjoy the new features coming to the one you already have?
Exactly. And that third row just highlights the uncertainty. You might want the latest hardware, but global supply chains and these weird delays could mean you can't even get it. It really forces you to choose a path. So, the crucial point is this. Innovation is happening in two places at the same time, with wild new hardware for the future and with smarter software for the phone that's already in your pocket. The question is, which one of those paths is more exciting to you? And that brings us to our question for you. Forgetting about the price for just a second, would you actually trade your current phone for a TriFold that turns into a tablet? Let us know what you think down in the comments.
We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this explainer, make sure to like and subscribe to TrendTalk Media so you don't miss our next one. Thanks for watching.